monsters! Kill them! That was it. Alright, so after all those shenanigans, it's probably only been like 30 minutes. Who is this guy? Okay, okay. Yeah. Thanks for that. Baggy. Or Baggy. However you want your name. Maybe I should have said no to that one prompt. Blame the children for everything. We are pretty powerful adepts. Can't discount us on that. Beyond comprehension. Yeah, that's right. Could be imposters. Secret path. Why would you be showing outsiders a secret path? That is wild. Alright, we're gonna save. Oh. Through the door right in front of us. The secret path. I see. Because that is definitely a door. It's not an impassable whatever you called it. secret path. People these days. Cutscene was a little pointless. Weeby. Okay, I'll continue. I was like, I can go check those pots. Oh, hold off. I don't want to fan out now as well. Hey. We ain't your friends. Freaking reek. Aha, you got a good sense there, Tyrell. You know what's going on. Hey, we ain't his loyal subjects. We're guests or something, I don't know. Hey, what's up, Narv? It's been a hot minute since I've seen you stream. And again, all my times got all messed up, so all normal times I would have been able to catch you around. And no longer am able to. I've been a little busy. Actually got a job? Oh, man. How does it feel to be a working man? You want to go back to doing nothing? That's how I feel all the time. Man, really? I gotta go back to work? I could just be at home, doing nothing. The greatest form of doing something. So how's the job? You like it? Is it just something to pass the time? Important to us. Why do we need to know who his father is? Both yes and no. It feels kind of good contributing for society. Stressful yet rewarding. Okay. Okay. Alright. I can't wait for the day where I can just get paid for being lazy. Or have a work from home job. That would be a lot of fun for me. Not because, you know, I'd be goofing around, but because, like, I'd have a perfect setup to do whatever I want, work and play at the same time, and still get stuff done. It'd be a great work from home person. What if it was peers? Are you being paranoid, or did I do something with my hair? I did something with my hair. It's gone. Yeah. It was time for a haircut. My hair was falling out, like all over the floor. I was getting tired of sweeping it off my shoulder. Needed to go. I cut my hair every, I don't know, 4 to 6 months. Usually when it gets the most frustrating to deal with. May sound like a dream getting paid sitting on your butt all day, but it gets old. I don't think for me it's not. Well, let me rephrase. Being at a job and sitting around and doing nothing and getting paid for that is the worst. But if I got paid to work at home and do nothing, that would be the best. Because I could browse Reddit, I can watch Netflix, you know, I could do a variety. I could just do my normal routine. I could probably stream for all I know. And it would just be great. But I do agree that I've had a job where I just kind of sit there and I wait for a customer to come inside so that I can assist them. Otherwise, sitting there, patiently waiting, something to do. The worst. Or like in some circumstances where I would finish all of my work like the first hour or hour and a half and then have nothing to do for the rest of the day. Pretty bad too. Thankfully, in that scenario, I had a computer, so I could browse Reddit, I could listen to podcasts, you know, all that stuff. Angry face. All right, so can you just say, like, can you know, bring our well back? All you guys gotta say. Oh, that's all they said in the first 2 Golden Sun games. Hey, they kidnapped our dude. Can you bring him back? We're like, sure, we're on it. Whatever happened to brevity in this game? Pretty much describes your current job. When there's a drought of customers, you just play Minesweeper on your laptop, living the dream. Hey, at least you got a laptop. I mean, if you have a computer to do stuff on, it's not too bad. And you can, you know, get away with like browsing Reddit. or watching YouTube videos or something like that. Angry face. Do you at least like the job? So far, I guess? I don't know how long you've been working there. Soul mask. Working at a gas station. Oh. You guys pump... Wait, you guys pump your own gas? Or do you have employees that pump the gas for the customers? Because here in California, we pump our own gas. And a lot of people think it's weird that have other people pump their gas. I'm just like, why would you want someone to pump your gas? What if they like bang the nozzle against your car or something like that? Or they just run off with your credit card or something like that? Like, come on, come on. I mean, obviously the likelihood of that is not, you know, not a very big percentage, but just something to consider. Or like they don't like bring the nozzle out. Or they bring it out too soon and like the gas just kind of runs down the side of your car. It's like, come on, man. What are you doing? Why would you do that? Yeah, you pump your own gas. All right. Take that, people that get their gas pumped for them. The Temple of Barai. Reservoir for the runoff water from the alchemy well. Angry face. You have assisted a couple of customers though. Not everyone seems to know how to gas thingy works. How do you, I don't know, maybe you got a more complicated system over there than we do in the US, because I mean, like, literally all you do is take the nozzle off the machine, you press whatever type of gas you want, and then you put it in the car, I don't know, the gas tank line thing, and then you just press the like trigger thing, and that's it. I mean, all things considered, you basically just press the trigger thing. It's basically a one-step process. Now it's quite easy. Some people are just helpless. Yeah, that's what it sounds like. Angry face. I'm sure all these other kids are like, man, this guy's sure been pretty angry throughout this journey. We ask him a question. Dang. Everybody's coming back. Is this a DS game? It is. In fact, a DS game. Over here first. Yeah, came out in 2010, I believe. Decent game. Oh, let me rephrase. It was a decent game. I'm replaying it currently to see if it still is. You know, I never made this comparison before, but this could be legit maybe not a fair comparison, but maybe an apt comparison. Maybe something that draws a lot more parallels than it seems, and that is maybe there are Mass Effect Andromeda parallels going on here. See what I'm doing there? You see what I'm doing there? Game kind of takes a formula that works and doesn't quite succeed to its fullest capabilities. So far, anyways. Mass Effect Andromeda is probably not the best comparison to be making right now. Lowers agility? I don't think so. Agility is way too important to be popping off like that. What is this? Is this the alchemy well? Here we go. Do this. You have the original Golden Sun on GBA somewhere around there. Never completed it for some reason. It's one of those old school games where like if you're not paying attention where you need to go, and sometimes even when you are paying attention where you need to go, it's not going to be that easy. Sometimes you just gotta go where you think you need to go, and it can get easy. It can be quite easy to get lost, especially when you get the boat. Maybe you don't get a boat in that game. I don't think you get a boat in that game. Not the first one. I'm thinking on the second one. The second one's really easy to get lost. Alright, so here's how I would rewrite the scene coming in here. We walk inside, we look around, and we're like, alright, this is the alchemy well. Well, let's take a look around and see if there's anything we can do to get it started. And then boom, cutscene done. Angry face. And yeah, this is the last Golden Sun game that I need to play before I'm done. I had a pretty good time with the first two. This one, I gotta be like 100% transparent here. This one so far hasn't been as enjoyable. Not yet. Handprints. Sounds pretty dangerous. Do you have any experience with the Mother Earthbound series? I tried playing the first Earthbound, I think. And I guess I didn't really get into it. Here's I have to say this in like the most politically correct way, because I'll probably get a lot of angry messages from this. But I have a certain threshold of where what? Alright, I have a certain threshold of what it takes for me to get to play a game. Sometimes I can rely on word of mouth. Sometimes I can't. The music of the trees blows through, the fierce prince shall awaken. I'm gonna play the flute. And for let me take a step back. For Minecraft, Minecraft's visual style meant that I would never buy that game. It did not meet the graphical minimum for me. For Undertale, I would never buy that game because it doesn't meet the graphical minimum for the game. And today, the 2018/2017 era, going into 2019, Earthbound does not meet that threshold for me. So I don't think I can play those games. So this guy wants to be released, but why is he challenging us? Well, it's like, come on, man, check yourself. I know that was really, really long-winded for, like, just saying no. Okay, let's reduce your defense. Extremely picky yourself, especially when it comes to modern games. Yeah, I don't really know if I want to say that I'm picky. When I talk to Heels, which is one of my good buddies from high school, he says I'm picky, but I don't think I'm picky. You know, like I think I just have a different level of standards that are not normally associated with, or like a lot of people don't normally associate those type of standards with these type of games, because at the end of the day, if the game is good, who cares what the game looks like? And to a lot of extent, that resonates with me. You know, I can agree with that. And so how can I say this? So it's never like, if the game is good, I will continue playing it, but it's always a barrier to entry thing, where if I'm gonna play your game, it needs to meet this minimum criteria, and if it does meet that and I don't like it, then fine. If I get the game for free, like for example, Undertale was gifted to me, and I played it, you know. Sadly, I don't have any VODs of it because that was on the early days of YouTube, but you know, I played it great. Minecraft, that was gifted to me as well, and I played it and I put hundreds of hours in that game. Still to this day, I would not pay money for it. It still does not meet the barrier of entry, even though I spent so much time playing it and had so much fun doing so. Well, I guess you could say that's kind of nuts, because in most respects that is kind of nuts. I guess that's just the way I am, though. Funny thing about Earthbound, though, there are 3 games in total, each one completely different from each other. I actually didn't know that. I thought they were all... Oops, I did not want to skip that. You haven't seen Judgment yet. Oh well. But yeah, that's just the way things go for me. I'm a picky food, even though I don't really consider myself picky. Why don't you keep casting that? Alright, he's done. That was pretty easy. Didn't have any problems whatsoever. First one was good for its time, but it feels kind of flat by today's standards. Second one was straight up weird, and the third one was never released outside of Japan because of controversies. Yeah, a lot of, man, like, all the time you see, when is Mother 3 getting localized? Like a constant thing that Nintendo, it's asked. Used by Fire Adepts. I'll go ahead and I don't know. Proper person. Like, mission successful. But yeah. In a nutshell, I don't think I'll be playing Earthbound. I think I only played like 30 minutes of Earthbound. I was just like, not only is this game really weird, But, and I don't really like the look of it.